Lourentia Lombard, the friend of Kelly Smith, on whose testimony the state relied heavily to successfully convict the trio, urged the court to grant her indemnity from prosecution. Her counsel says she testified honestly, frankly and truthfully, despite errors she had made and her two previous statements to police. He says that when she turned state witness, she wanted to come clean, implicated herself and also assisted the court to reach its judgment.
Regarding this court's judgment in the main trial, this Honourable Court found corroboration for aspects of the evidence of the witness from various independent sources, in that the court accepted and referred in its judgment to the mind map that was submitted by the state in their heads of argument in this regard. The court did not, from what I heard in the court's judgment, reject the evidence of the witness out of hand, and it would appear that the court, at least in part, relied on aspects of the witness evidence in reaching its judgment. The court also ruled that it found sufficient corroboration for the reliability of the witness testimony, which was also supported by circumstantial evidence.
In the appeal application, Jack Pinopolis' counsel argued that his client was coerced into making a statement. He says insufficient value was placed on the testimony of an independent witness who said she saw his client without bruises before being taken to the sea border offices where he gave a statement. He also referenced Lombard's testimony about Joshlin being taken to a white polo by her mother.
And then after that came the confessions, the so-called confessions, and the trial within a trial. That evidence was adjudicated admissible, was found to be admissible, and it was admitted. On that event, my lord, and I submit that is the second event, Joshlin was taken by Mr. Apollos, accused one, to Makalima's house. On that evidence, which was admitted. Now, my lord, there are two questions now. The first question I would ask, if that was so, and this court found it, in my humble understanding of the judgment, that is what happened, because that is being held against accused one. If that is so, why did Makalima go? Why was she released? If that is a fact that happened, that Joshlin was taken to that house and nobody saw her then again after that.
Stefano van Ryn's counsel says the miscarriage of justice in the case began before the pre-trial hearing, citing late disclosure of the docket by the state to the defence. She also argued that the 48-hour period of bringing him to court after his arrest had lapsed and that he had been tortured into giving police a statement.
Admissions and confessions, they've got different requirements. For admissions, it's lesser. For confessions, it's more. So before we go to a trial, within a trial, we have to know what are we doing.
So you give the statement to the presiding officer, and the presiding officer says this is a confession. So now we're going to go into a trial.
My lord?
Is that the procedure?
I will stick to the authority. The authority says before a trial within a trial starts, the judicial officer or the presiding officer has to determine the nature of the statement.
The trio, convicted and sentenced to life behind bars for kidnapping and trafficking Joshlin, who is yet to be found, was not present in court. Judge Erasmus is expected to rule on the appeal applications and the indemnity matter of Lourentia Lombard on Wednesday. Vanessa Puna, SABC News, Cape Town.